How is all this going to be impacting our Indian markets? How should we set up for trade? What are the important stocks to watch out for in today's trading session? We have a team of research joining in with us to just do the same for you all. First up, we have Hormaz, who is joining in with us to get us all the market cues we need to know and watch out for in today's trading session. Hormaz.
Morning, Vinny. And, it's a positive domestic update, but a weak global update, if you could summarize it in a couple of words. But, it was last week was pretty similar as well. The Nifty went absolutely nowhere, trading in a very narrow range, falling only 100 points for the week. And it remains stuck in that 24,700 to 25,000, that 300-point range, which has been the story of last week. And if you could look at the intraday highs as well that the index has been making, it did close above the mark of 25,000 on Monday, but then it gradually kept grinding lower as the week went by. And this is despite the outperformance of the Nifty Bank, which was up more than 0.6% last week. So what was it that kept the Nifty gains in check? Now, it was the fact that FMCG, auto and metals were the underperformers last week, and that offset the Nifty Bank's outperformance, which was largely aided by the PSU Bank index, which was up 4% last week. Now, you should also watch out for the metal names today because of the announcement made by Donald Trump that the tariffs on aluminum and steel will be doubled to 50%. Now, of course, there's a sentimental impact, but there'll be impact for sure. And you also shifting now that the earnings season is over, the focus goes back to global cues, the developments on trade, the geopolitical tensions, all of it come back into focus. The regards to tariffs as well, those developments will be watched out for. And of course, the key domestic trigger this week is going to be the progress on the monsoons, of course, but more importantly, the RBI policy that takes place later this week. So for now, 25,079, which is last week's high, is the key to watch out for on the upside. So for now, the GIFT Nifty is indicating a cautious start to what happens to be an important trading session.
Well, an important trading session indeed, Hormaz. Lots of data points to watch out for. But now over to Ria, who will list out the stocks to watch for in today's trading session. Good morning, Ria.
Good morning, ma'am. Actually, let's take a look at the stocks to watch out for today. First up, we have Apollo Hospitals reporting its Q4 numbers. Revenue and margins have met estimates. Net profit has gone up around 60% compared to the previous year, and the occupancy in Q4 has also improved to around 67% compared to just about 65% in Q4 of last year. And further, the board has also approved an expansion worth cumulatively rupees 1,329 crores in Bangalore. Moving on to Nykaa reporting its Q4 numbers as well. Revenue seeing an increase of around 24% compared to the previous year, and the EBITDA has also gone up by around 43%. Titagarh Rail, the net profit has seen a decline of around 18.5% compared to Q4 of last year, and revenue has also seen a decline of around 4.5% on a year-on-year basis. For Inox Wind, strong set of numbers coming in here. Revenue has gone up by around 142% compared to the previous year. EBITDA is also up by around 158%, and the net profit has gone up by almost 5 times compared to the previous year. For AstraZeneca, the revenue has seen an increase of around 25.4% compared to Q4 of last year. EBITDA also seeing an increase of around 75% with healthy margin expansion, margins coming in at 17.9%, 96% in this quarter. Two other pharma stocks will also be in focus on the back of some US FDA action. For Cipla, the US FDA has completed the CGMP inspection at the Bangalore facility with one observation. And for Alembic Pharma, the US FDA has issued Form 483 with 4 observations for its units at Gujarat.
Okay, Ria, thank you so much for that. Surely we'll keep an eye out on all those stocks. But what are we watching out for in the world of F&O? We have Sudarshan this morning joining in with us to tell us just that. Good morning, Sudarshan.
Good morning, Vinny. So for the last few days, we have been trading in a range. In the last week, we saw both Sensex and Nifty seeing minor cuts, while it was a healthy gain, or say a 1% gain for both Nifty Midcap Index and Nifty Bank. On Friday also, we saw largely it was a close in the red for majority of the indices. And for today, GIFT Nifty is also indicating a subdued start. As far as flows are concerned, on Friday, we saw FIs selling more than rupees 6,000 crore, but it was offset by DIs, which bought more than rupees 9,000 crore. Even on the derivative front, in the index futures, we saw FIs selling almost rupees 1,100 crore, and they have added long positions of just 800 contracts. But on the short side, they have added short positions of more than 6,500 contracts. And with this, FI long exposure now reduced to less than 20%. It's at 19.2%. On the option front, 24,800 call has seen addition of more than 33 lakh shares. Also, 24,900 call has seen addition of almost 21 lakh shares. And on the put side again, 24,800 24,800 put has seen addition of almost 12 lakh shares, and 24,500 put was active and it has seen addition of almost 11 lakh shares. So with this support for Nifty is now seen somewhere around 24,700, which is also 20-day moving average, and resistance is at 25,000. Lastly, one stock is in band, that is Manappuram Finance.
Well, thank you so much for that, Sudarshan. But let's